What's up, Blueroof Nation, and welcome to the second part of the Uncanny Fans YouTube series. This is the fourth wall. We're talking about the TV shows on right now. So let's dive into the DC shows. Did you watch Supergirl?
Nope.
All right, we'll skip that one for now. You watch Arrow?
Nope.
What do you watch, Devon?
The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow.
You don't watch Arrow?
I don't watch. I watch it.
It's called the Arrowverse. Arrowverse. It's his universe.
I watch it. I don't watch it consistently. I'll catch an episode every now and then, but I don't watch it like religiously like I do with Flash and Legends of Tomorrow.
Why? You don't like it?
You don't like it? Usually Wednesday nights I'm always busy.
Yeah, but you record it and you watch it later.
Yeah, but then I have to add it. I have to add it in the backlog to all the other stuff I do.
Oh man, Arrow is so good, dude. Like, what's the last episode of Arrow you watched?
The prequel to Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh my god.
It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Alright, well then I guess we'll skip Arrow this week, but next week I want to start talking about Arrow, so
I'll try to pick it up.
either get caught up or I'm giving you spoilers.
Alright. But the Flash though.
We'll go with the Flash. So what do you think? Earth 2, man. I was loving it. I can't wait for this week's episode.
If they're on Earth 2 now, so many fucking possibilities. Will Gorilla Grodd come back for somehow?
Oh, that would be because that's where they dropped them off, right? Man.
Gorilla Grodd's there. All portals but one are closed. Zoom what's his name?
Zoom?
Nah, not Zoom. Garrett. He could get his speed back.
Jay Garrett.
Reverb is still alive, so there's an instance Cisco could learn how to control this to get more powers. Barry's in the middle of nowhere.
I'm loving Killer Frost and what's the evil Firestorm?
Deathstorm.
Deathstorm. I'm loving them, man.
Deathstorm is fucking amazing. I'm like, I didn't expect him to die like that though.
It was badass, dude.
There's someone else that I think's going.
Joe though. I didn't like that Joe and Barry hate each other in that world. It made me sad. I was like, oh.
I mean, it's more like, damn it, you knew my daughter loves you this much that you go through all this shit and you still bitch about something. I don't like you. You wasting my daughter's time.
So in I think Barry's like really liking it though, and I think like I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that back on Earth 1, it kind of leads to him and Iris kind of.
I mean, Barry and I has just always been the eternal Flash ship. Like you can't have any Flash series without those two somehow getting together.
In the comics, is she Wally's sister as well, or is that something they changed?
Cousin.
Oh, his cousin.
Or in the New 52, he's the nephew.
Nephew. Okay. So they've always been related though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know, man. I'm excited.
Well, not always actually. In the Justice League show, Iris and Wally were two completely different people, they weren't even related by stuff.
Oh, okay. So what do you think of Wally West?
I'm liking him. I mean, he has the need to go fast, so you can always I can already assume like, or assume Earth 1 needs a Flash now. One likes to go fast. Velocity coming into play, and the comic showing Black Wally has powers.
Well, you know what I thought was gonna happen, but obviously didn't happen. Is remember when Earth 2 Harrison Wells was stealing Barry's speed, and he had that serum? I thought it was gonna somehow inject Wally. I thought that's how he was gonna get his speed.
I mean, then again, that could theoretically, if they got that on Zoom suit. Oh, then again, that's mirror or the reverse Speed Force if you think about it.
But I thought that's how it was gonna happen because I'm interested to see what happens that gives him his power. But I don't know. I'm liking it. Like I'm liking Wally West. I like the character. I love Cisco. Cisco's like one of my favorite characters.
Cisco has so much potential now.
He does, man.
I'm just trying to figure out. You remember how you saw that on the end? I'm just trying to figure out who the man of the mask was.
What mask?
Like you know how Flash is already in the human zoo?
Yeah.
Or that one in the metal mask, and there's Harrison or Wells' daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
And her name is Jessie Quick. And there were so many fucking Easter eggs in that episode too.
I don't know, man. Flash is such an emotionally invested show. Like I feel like every time I watch it, I'm just like,
you literally can't look away.
You can, dude. I look forward to it every week. Like
Tuesday nights are now religious nights for Flash.
It is, man. I feel the same way about. I mean, Arrow's not as good as Flash, but Arrow's good. I don't understand how you're not into it. Like,
usually Wednesdays, I'm always busy doing something else.
I don't know, but Flash is good. I can't wait to see what happens next on Earth 2. And then Jay Garrett, he used the Velocity 6 and his Velocity 7.
But that's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like as soon as he tried to do something, it was gone. I was like, oh shit.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, it might as well have been nothing.
Maybe his battery just needs a little kickstart.
Maybe. I want him to get his powers back though.
He will.
I think by the end of this season, we'll have 3 Flashes running around.
I think you might be right.
Kevin Smith has a theory that by the end of this season, something will happen to Barry and Wally West will take over the show. I'm really hoping they don't do that.
I get the feeling something might happen. Earth 2, Barry dies. Earth 1, Barry stays. Then Earth 1...
I could see that happening. But then he's saying he thinks that because DC is being kind of jerks about the whole, well, we're using this character in a movie, so you can't use this character.
Blah, 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 blah. No one gives a fuck. Something like that is gonna happen. Kevin Smith, you're right.
I want Barry to stay though. I watched the show for Barry.
Barry is still gonna be around. But then again, Barry could just be exploring the multiverses. Then suddenly just Earth 1 and 2 just somehow merge.
I don't want Barry to go anywhere.
Man.
It'd be stupid though, because Flash is a winning formula. If you get rid of Barry, you're messing with that formula. You don't want to mess with that formula. Not that badly.
There's a lot that can still go on though.
I guess, I don't know.
We just gotta wait and see on that. Did you catch Legends tomorrow?
Yes! Oh, man, that was such a good episode.
So, most likely, if everything goes right with this video, we could do a live reaction.
I don't see why not. What's his name? The guy, the main guy, the captain.
Captain Cold.
No. The
He's
ship. Rick Hunter.
Rick Hunter.
I like him, but he pisses me off, man. Like, he's not a team player.
You know how in the Avengers movie, Colton had to be a dick to get in the push they needed?
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do that with him.
He sacrificed half his team.
But then again, unless he had a secret plan that they didn't even know about.
I mean, I guess we'll find out next. This is kind of a weird week to start because everything was kind of like to be continued. But I don't know, man. Like when Captain Cold ran with the thing, he was like, "What about my teammate?" I was like, "No, don't leave him. You broke him out of jail." And I was like, "Oh, wait, that was another show."
But they made a lot of like just hints at breaking the fourth wall if you think about it.
About Prison Break and all that.
Prison Break, or kind of in a way, they kind of hinted at Chuck.
Were they both in Chuck?
Oh no, Ruth was in Chuck.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I've always wanted to be a spy. Nigga, you were a spy in Chuck. You were the bad guy. You had the intercept. Maybe that's where the smarts come from.
Heatwave was also in this show called John Doe. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Mm-mm.
Such a good show. It's where he forgets, he loses his memory, but he knows everything about everything. It's an old sci-fi show, so good. But I don't know. And then what do you think about what's his name? What's his last name? Firestorm.
Firestorm.
Dr. S with an S, Stein?
Yeah, Professor Stein.
Professor Stein. He kind of feels like the emotional touch though. Like I feel for him. Like
he's trying to be a father.
He's trying to prove his worth and shit. Like,
I mean, he is the oldest, but technically speaking, age-wise, he's the oldest.
But he can't do anything without Jackson, and you can see like it's affecting him. Like he feels useless.
I mean, he's literally just a voice in the head. I mean, most times you're not supposed to listen to voice in the head, but in that case, you kind of have to.
But without him, Jackson can't do anything. He doesn't have his powers without him.
But I think it's cool that both of them can like withstand nuclear radiation and shit.
Yeah.
And cosmic radiation. I'm like, oh god, this old man can survive a lot of shit on his own.
I could have said that Ronnie didn't last longer though. They got rid of him quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know?
I mean, Ronnie kind of was this. You already knew he was the type that he would be the sacrificial lamb if he needed to be.
Yeah, he was very heroic like that.
So Carter's dead. Shire's got.
But he could come back. He's Hawkman.
True, but we don't know when
He'll come back, yeah.
Or where he'd come back actually. Since he got killed back in like or he was arisen from like the 2000s, then he got killed again back in the 70s. There's a lot of shit to think about.
So my thing is okay, so who was captured? Heatwave was captured, Dr. Stein was captured, and Adam was captured.
Yeah.
So now we got Hawkgirl, we got White Canary.
Hawkgirl's alive, White Canary's or Hawkgirl's still free, White Canary's free.
Captain Cold.
Jax is free, Cold's free.
But what is Jackson gonna do? He has no powers.
But he is a good mechanic.
Yeah, but fighting way, you have 3 people. Oh, Rick Hunter, I guess 4. If he gets off his ass.
He probably will. But then again, he knows what to do, what to shoot and what not to shoot, though.
I love that it's Gideon, though. The AI all the way from Flash is all the way...
Gideon was a popular name. And it also is the name of the time travel, or the known DC time traveler.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought it was cool. But, do you watch iZombie? What shows do you watch?
Like CW was?
Just in general. I don't know. I know I'm just listening to CW shows, but...
Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. Trying to catch up on the 100 still. Fully caught up on Z Nation, which you need to start.
Okay.
Shit gets so real on that show.
Well, I think for the next episode, this is going to be a short episode because we're on a timetable. But
I'll get you the list later.
Yeah. So you'll come up with a list of shows you watch, you talk about, and I'll come up with a list of shows I want to talk about, and then we'll just talk about them. Like we'll trade back and forth. We'll start with the DC stuff though, because that's I think what's going to be kind of the biggest.
They need more Marvel TV shows.
They do, but we have Agent Carter for now.
Not for long.
Yeah, it's getting canceled. Do you watch Agent Carter?
I kept up with the first couple episodes. I have respect for it.
It's really good. I don't want it to get canceled. It's the first Marvel show that's getting canceled. It's sad.
I mean, which time is it on again?
It's on it's the same time. It's either the same time or right before Flash.
Do you honestly think any show's going to keep up with Flash?
I mean, I watch both.
With all the ratings and stuff, which one do you think is more popular?
Oh, Flash is killing it. I mean, I love Agent Carter. I love Marvel, but Flash is a better show.
The only hope for Agent Carter right now is they switch to like a Netflix or.
So that's what they're saying. They're like, well, maybe we can swap it to a Netflix show. Which I mean, I'd be down. I'm getting a lot darker. But so we'll cover more shows in depth on the next episode. This one's just kind of like a introduction of what we're gonna do. It's gonna be we'll probably start with the comic book shows. Start with DC, then go to Marvel, and then other genre shows.
All right.
Well, then we'll see you guys next week.
We'll have sci-fi shows next week too.